Hello beautifuls, my name is epictreasuremedia and this video tutorial is the beautiful castle in the snow. It is an absolutely stunning location. Aesthetically, we have the beautiful snow-capped mountains on the right, the trees everywhere with snow all over them, with a beautiful tree in the background, and over on the left-hand side we have the ocean that reaches out forever. Absolutely beautiful location. The light changes in such a beautiful way in this place, and I think it's my favorite. Location-wise, coordinates -425, 380 on the map. That's where you'll find it. And this castle has multi-levels to it. If you want a big hefty build that's more functional for the big pals to work inside, go check out my video of Castle 2.0. Oh, and when it comes to resources, this place is amazing for pure quartz, for circuit boards, and also the big mammoris too for your pal oil. Let's begin. All right, so our build is 5x5 and then 2 extra on the ends. Now you can add your whole borders, your porches, all of that stuff after this, but this gives you the exact dimensions of the castle. Now this is an endgame area. You're going to need cold armor for it. And that little hut over there, that's got my bed and little campfire in there. So you'll need to build that for the night time. So this build is going to be multi-story and useful. It's not just going to be a big open roof. This, like I said, is an end game location. It has not only the pal oil there with the mammoris that walk around, which you get anywhere else in the game, but they're always here and they're always spawning. And also, most importantly, the pure quartz that you'll find here. Now, if you, number one, want a big base that has full functionality where all the big pals can fit in, go watch my Castle 2.0 tutorial. It's very complex and in-depth. Or if you want a big, hefty, pure quartz farming area, watch my snow cabin tutorial. That is built on the meta base for pure quartz. And you need the pure quartz for making circuit boards, which is end game. And also you need the pal oil to make polymer. Lots to learn, lots to learn. So let us begin. As usual, we're going to go left through the right-hand side, and then we're going to do the sides. Again, you can add your foundation later on. So we're going to build from the left-hand side. We're going to get our stone wall, and we're going to build 2 high of those. Then we're going to put a window in the next one here. Then we're going to get our plain stone wall, and then we're going to build this one 2 high. Skip only 1 square. This one, this is exactly the same. It's like mirrored. Then we're going to go for the window here. And then again 2 high here. There we go. And we're going to box it in. So 1, 2, around the back of it, 1, 2. Then fully box her in. We'll do the rooftop later. 2 like that. Then here we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. That's what the slope roof is going to be after that bit. Then we're going to go over to the other side and do exactly the same thing. Box it all in. 1, 2 for the slope roof. 1, 2, like that. Okay. All right, slope roof time. So let's have a little quick look at what it looks like from the front. Lovely. So when it comes to your Palbox, you can put wherever you want. Depends on if you want to have crops out there, whatever. As long as we can fit our little place in, then it's just wherever you want. Again, over here, slope roof, like that. So that's the front of it. We'll gut it later, so we don't have any walls that shouldn't be there. Then on the sides, we're going to have windows. Now we're going to be removing a lot of these also. So keep that in mind too. Sometimes you want to put a fireplace down, and you might want to change the wall. But as for now, I like to do it this way. So on this one, I'm going to put a window, window, window. Then I'm going to put a stone wall here and a door, a stone door there, and a stone door where that space was over here. She would rock out of the way. All right. Now over here we're going to change a lot of the stuff to put windows in later, but there. Remember, this is multi-story, so most of the views are going to be at the top, but sometimes you want a sneaky side view, don't you? So then we're going to put more windows at the back. So window, 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 window. And then again around the side section after that. And we're going to change some of these too, don't worry. And one up over here. So let's have a little flyover. Not on Jormantide today, that wouldn't be very good, sort it. Alright, so this is what she looks like now. Look at you go. Easy peasy, never a doubt. So now we're going to put on a third level in some parts. I know it's exciting. A third level, and this just gives us the height, but it also gives us that multi-level area, which is lovely to have. So jumping down, let us start the next phase of this. We're going to run the stairs. So we're facing the back left of the castle. We're going to put a stone roof above the door like this. Then we're going to run stairs down the right hand side of it like that. Then we're going to run the stairs up again. If you don't want a little peeky hole window there, you can just put a flat one. Some people don't like their stairs cutting halfway through a window. Whatever floats your boat. So too high there. Remember, we're facing the back left, our left. And then we're going to put our stairs that go like that. We're going to break. Okay, that's how that's going to work. Then we're going to have a flat stone roof there at the landing of it. Okay, that's how the stairs look. You can have double stairs if you want. You can have ones that wrap around each side. We're just going to keep it simple with this one. Add later on, see what happens. So we're going to go to the back corner again, and we're going to build up higher because you know I like those ends on there. So we're going to go up with a plain stone wall. 1, 2. And then we can cap it if we want. We'll do all the capping as we go. Like that. And then obviously you need the headroom for your stairs. You can't just block it in. So we can build like that, that. Click in. You know you want to. 1, 2. Then gut it. 1, 2. And we can breathe again. Oh, this is nice. Get him, boy. Here. Get your pokers out. Wow. Goodbye. Right. Sorry about that rude interruption. So that's what our stairs look like at the moment. Then we're going to build one whole floor across the 3 parts here. So 1, 2, 3, like that. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do the same thing over that side in regards to that end, because you know exactly how I like those end bits. To have those, what the hell happened there? To have the end bits that are blocked off, you know, like a normal castle would. So 1, 2, you can actually just go stone roof and then we could just gut it later on. But these must be blank. No weird windows in that stuff. Right, so then we're going to build our roof from here. Make sure they're facing the right way. 1, 2. We're going to gut bits later, don't worry. And then we're going to go again. Like that. Rotate. Nice and neat. I absolutely hate doing rooftops. Because usually there's all little secret places I like to put in the roofs, and then you kind of got to guess which one you got to break. It's like Jenga, really, isn't it? So over here, remember, that's where we need a headroom. We can't block that off. But we can put a stone wall there with a window so we can see what's going on. And we can have another one here, like that. So now we have this nice view. Now cap all these fools off over here. Another one over there. Another one over here. And we're just going to cap these ones off anyway, and then we'll break through them as we need to. So there's our roof at the moment. And yeah, sometimes you can have your total side of your castle just windows galore. But from the back, I like to see the 2 chunky boys. This is going to have like a little balcony there. So this is the point where it goes up to 3 high. Let's put these windows over here, just to make it even Steven. Like that. So that's what it looks like. So we're at the front, facing the back of it there. There's the back. Nice and neat. How are you going? You might like to pause it here and have a break. All right, so we're going to continue on from the front section. Now we're going to stand right next to where the slope roof is at the front here. And we're going to put a window here, like that. We're going to put a window behind it like that. Right, then we're going to do it on this side. Window, window. Then what we're going to do is we're going to build a stone wall that is 2 high next to it. And another one over here that is 2 high next to it too. Then we're going to have a door in the middle, like that. Okay? So 2 high and a door in the middle. This part, we're going to run a big strip down the middle. 2, 3, like that. And we're going to box this in like we always do. I'm going to chop and box. Chop and box. That one needs a roof on it. Like this. Let's get some lighting in here. There we go. And then we're going to put the roof on this part. Oh, I did it right. I was worried. I was worried that I mucked that up. Stone wall again. And then we're going to do the roof. And then a roof here, like that. That's what that part looks like. Nice and even. So we're going to start boxing all this in. Stone wall over here, so 1, 2, break. Well, light this first so we can see what's going on. Oh, actually we might put the roof on this part. Excuse me. Thank you. Like that. Okay. Rotate. That one there. Check, make sure. You make sure then they're following the pattern there. And then up here. Break you. And then the stone roof and then run her back. Like that. Okay, we can break that wall. We can break this one. This one. This one. And this one. Breathable. It'd be nice if they had skylights, wouldn't it? Don't break that one. Actually, don't do that. Well, I did ask for a skylight, you're right. So, that's what it looks like from the back looking to the front. Alright, so we're at the very back. We're going to block this off. So we've got a stone wall. You could put a window there. Let's put a window there. Window, then a door in the middle. Like that. Without tumbling off the entire building. Here we go. So we've got a door to the back, door to the front. Let's have a little flyover again. Always nice to check in on what that looks like. Oh boy, you're looking good. So you can have, we need to cap that stuff at the end. You could even raise that back a bit up. Let's just go down a bit. You could raise those back bits up if you wanted to. And then we're going to put those defensive walls on too, which will give it more height, which is nice to have. And don't forget the big double door on the front. All right, let's cap this off. I kind of like how that spins around. All right, cap her off, stone roof. There. Let's get rid of him, he's too big. And then cap that last one off here. Now, what you want to do with your balcony is up to you. You could make it like amazing and have, you know, vines or whatever. Have another balcony that extends out. You could go over here later on and build a massive deck that goes out to the ocean. Obviously, it's probably going to just overhang that bit. But yeah, you can see the whole circle of the Palbox there. So just break the Palbox and then just move it. Look at all the area you've got. Do whatever you want. All right, so now we're going to start to access all the multiple level section, which can get a little bit fiddly. This is where it sort of starts to be a bit Jenga-like. So you might have accidents along the way and then just rebuild, but it's not a big deal. So we'll go down to the bottom. And we might put our double doors on before we start to do that hefty kind of part. All right, so we're at the house, we're facing the front door. We want to put our big stone double doors on, stone gate. And it will be easier if we put a foundation out the front with that bit there. Are you going the right way or what? Yep. All right, here we go. So, stone gate. We want to rotate it out. And to line this up, you need to get that middle part of the door to be in the middle of that square that you're working on. So, there. And then push it out. Walk it out until it goes blue. There, and then build. Now, I want these doors to go outward. You can make them go inward. I think it looks a bit strange when they open. So it looks really cool. You usually think that you need like 2 squares to accommodate for these, but I think it works fine with 1. Obviously, you're not going to have big, hefty pals wandering through this base. If so, you're just going to have to adjust it. But I wouldn't be having pals in a base that's, you know, it's quite small. I mean, it's small in comparison to my big castle, that's for sure. Starting to take shape. All right, on with the show. All right, so up the stairs we go. I'm going to start doing the fancy stuff. We can get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Now here is where we can put, you could put a window, put a stone wall, whatever. There, like this. This is where you start to decide, oh, do I want to have a deck that comes out here, or, you know, what can I build out there? But the cool thing is that we have the door that goes straight outside here that looks out. You could put the defensive items out here when it comes to the missile launcher things and the machine gun things. But we want to get our beautiful defensive walls up now. Defensive walls, you know the rule. And so do I. So we're going to put it in there. We're going to run it out slowly. Make sure it's even. like this. Crooked, and then there. There. And then the same on this one. They're just so great. They add so much dimension. I'm a big fan of them. Alright, that bit's done. Then we jump down to the front. And then we're going to have defensive walls on the ends. So, with this, we want to build another, if you want them to be, you know, running parallel with them, and you want defensive walls, you could just build your little porch area around it. Always leave one square for every build, I say. Not mandatory, you might want to be on the edge of a cliff. You might want to open your big doors out to like an infinite ocean and just jump out of it and fly. I don't know. Now, when it comes to these blue lines and you've got decay on, just get your Palbox and move your Palbox so those like your base moves to protect all of your building structure. Like we've got all the room in the world. Or you can just turn decay off. Which I really don't know what... I mean, I guess some people like to suffer and have that on and have to fix it. I'm not into that stuff. So I'm just going to put this around the whole outside. I would like to have a courtyard here myself. A lovely little... I might make a video on that. So if you see a snow castle decoration thing, that'll be this one. You know I get carried away with this stuff. Okay, this... Well, we're going to have to do some tree lopping again. Chop, chop, chop. And then foundation there. Yeah, I'd love this part to be a courtyard. Okay. Now, back to... Now, these are going to wrap... Uh-oh. They will mess you up. We want to build around the front and the side. So, defensive wall here. Now remember to run it in the wall, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. And it has to go flush or you're in trouble. There, like that. You can just break them, but just don't put vines on them. So there's a gap with that one there. But the one I did with the other cast was so perfect. It was crazy. You can have these at the back, or you can just have a flat back. Mine's got a flat back. Alright, that looks fine. And dandy, and one over here. But yeah, if you put the vines on them and you remove the wall, the vines will stay. But you can use that to your advantage, and I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you that with the decoration part of that, because I've got some sweet tips to show. Alright. No, you need to fix it. You need to make sure that it's even. That's a problem with things that don't snap. You got to kind of just, like I say, you got to jiggle it a bit. Alright, you're looking good. Let's get Jetragon out. Fly around. Alright, she's looking nice and neat. You could even have another little secret section up here. I can imagine that you could go from inside the building and then run stairs up to the roof, just for roof access. If you want to, you know, have a raid off up there. Alright, Jetragon. We need to go in. Alright. So at the tippy top of the stairs, like that. And we have this whole floor. Like I said, you could divide it up. We can actually access this area. Break it open. You know I don't like those end bits to be having windows in them though. And if you don't like these holes in the roof, they're very handy for decoration. So if you've got like a bookcase or something that is quite like large, then they're fine. A good spot to put it. Or you could, hello, or you could just close it in. Don't even ask why I did that. Or you could just close it in. So that is the castle in the snow. Yeah, I think check out the video that comes after this. It'll be castle decoration in the snow. You don't want to go too crazy with it because you want that sort of that cold look to it. You don't want it to be like a little cabin in the woods type of flowery thing. But, you know, I could change my mind. Ah, yes, the part about the decay. Let's just fix that issue for people. So we're going to get our Palbox and we're going to move it. So we can move it back over here where when I first designed this is where I put it. Now remember, your box is where the pals land. So you want them in a place that they can flow freely from. So if your base is going to be predominantly with farming and stuff like that at the back of it, then you're going to want to have it facing the back of it. So when they land, they go bang, straight outside, straight out the back. So let us have a look at where this perimeter line is over there. And if it's not, if it's still rubbing it, then we can move. It's just touching this bit here. That's the only part that's problematic. So we just have to move it across. Run only a tiny bit. So we'll break it. And I would say if you do have it there and you have a doorway here, just to be on the safe side, I would have a flat wall there, just so you don't get anything caught up in it. So if you've got big pals, for example, which I don't recommend for this base, I'd put the door there. So then you don't have a door swinging open and the pals like getting stuck on the goddamn thing. So we don't want any of that stuff. So look at the view. It's beautiful. It's got all that stuff. We've got a treasure chest that spawns over there. And the beautiful view of the tree. Isn't it stunning? So I don't really want to build like anything that's going to obstruct my view. I even want to get rid of that thing. But then there's like trees and and lovely and yeah. So the last thing I would recommend doing is getting some lights, getting some torches, even the braziers, these flame cauldrons, if you want. I don't think I'd have I guess you could have chandeliers and stuff. I don't know. But the wall torches I'm always a fan of, so I'd put one there. And then one over here. And light them up. There. And then some up the top. And some up the top. Okay. Torch over here. But don't forget, you'll need like a flambeal or just a fiery one to keep them lit. But you could do amazing things. You could have some, like even if you can't, I mean, you should be able to build the braziers, but if you want to, you know, not use, look at that. Use the resources for that kind of stuff. You can just go cheap and you can literally just put campfires. You know, put campfires to sort of light, backlight stuff. Or you might want it sort of dark and gloomy looking. You might want the castle lit a bit from the front, then you put the lights in front of it. Like, look at that. Oh, we're gonna go over. Well, that's a nice way to end the stream, isn't it? How lovely for you to see my defeat after from my castle. Yeah, good stuff. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Thank you, Tyler, becoming a new member, and also thanks for the build. Don't know while I was offline. I appreciate that. And thank you for making this content possible by supporting the channel. I love and leave you. Hope you enjoyed this one while I spasm on the ground in the game. Let's just go back over there and have a little flyover. We do have to demolish the other place, so. All right, there we go. There's our beauty. There's our beautiful castle. But again, like I said before, if you don't want that foundation and you just want the castle just to be jutted in the snow without all that fancy border, then just get rid of it. Chop, 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 chop it all off. Because it is a little bit jarring in a way. But you can place like the fountains or that archway with the bells, things like that to sort of frame it a bit better. Let's get down low. Not again. You love that, don't you? Been waiting the whole game for that. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get on with decoration in the next video.